Hello, welcome back to Cindy's Library, and today we are doing another shelf tour. In this case, we are taking a break from the huge bookshelves, doing something a little bit smaller, as you can see. This is where I keep my miniature books for the most part, and it is a very happy thing since I love this size. And so, yeah, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves here. So we'll start here at the top with complete Jane Austen. Of course, I had to get it. And for anyone wondering what brand this is the Macmillan Collector's Library, I believe. So Northanger Abbey, Sense and Sensibility, and Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park, Emma, and last but not least, Persuasion. They seem to do a pretty good job of choosing what images to go on the covers too, and I love the light blue color. So let's see, we also have Sanditon, Lady Susan, and a History of England, and more uncompleted works, Juvenilia, Novella. Then we get into some Tolkien. Smith of Wootton Major, and Leaf by Niggle, and have this little set too. The Hobbit I have out since I just finished it elsewhere. And then The Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King. So I have little Tolkien with me to take wherever I may want. Okay, and then next we have more Tolkien. We have Roverandom, Bilbo's Last Song, Mr. Bliss, Finn and Hengist, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and this also includes Pearl and Sir of Orpheum, and Tree and Leaf. So that would be on Fairy Stories, Mythopoeia, Leaf by Niggle, and The Homecoming of Beorhthelm's son. I think that's all the Tolkien I have here. And my working set of Jane Austen, as you can tell by all the tabs that I have in some of them. I wonder which one we're going to do for Jane Austen July. Stay tuned for that. I'm sure they're coming up with that now. But yep. This is the Red Classics version by Penguin Classics. Northanger Abbey, again, Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park, Emma, and Persuasion. What can I say? I loved the style of the covers for this one, so thought I'd get it for my working version. And we're getting down to more of the Macmillan Classics Library. Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Then Agnes Grey, Anne of Green Gables. Let's see. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass are Lewis Carroll. Agnes Grey is Anne Bronte. Anne of Green Gables, Lucy Maud Montgomery. And here's the Everyman's Library Pocket Poets. So I have Auden. And this doesn't quite fit, but it's small enough. It sort of goes here. So A Bad Business, Essential Stories by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Best Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. And I've got Blake. These are poems about books and libraries. So based on that, of course, I can choose this. Burns. Christmas poems. Classic cat stories. Coleridge. Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. English fairy tales. See, The Great Cat, poems about cats. Grimm's Fairy Tales by Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, of course. Haiku. The Happy Prince and Other Stories by Oscar Wilde. Heidi. Here's Gerard Manley Hopkins. The Importance of Being Earnest and Other Plays by Oscar Wilde. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Keats. Lark Rise to Candleford by Flora Thompson. And A Little Princess. Little Women. Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Then we have Middlemarch by George Eliot next. North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. Pygmalion and Other Plays by George Bernard Shaw. Railway Children by E. Nesbit. Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Coleridge. Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Silas Marner by George Eliot. Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. 300 Tongue Poems. Wind in the Willows. Walden. And W.B. Yeats. But that still leaves us one shelf. And this is my Harry Potter shelf. So we have Quidditch Through the Ages, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the original edition. And I saw this and I had to get this, the Scots English version of Harry Potter. And of course, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and the Deathly Hallows. So that is my working version of Harry Potter. Since I do have nice versions of some of these, but they're ones that I do not want to mark up. So I have these as well. And so that is this small shelf, which holds a surprising amount, but then these tend to be books on the smaller side. So that is my shelf tour for today. Next time we'll probably go back to one of the big ones. And so, yeah, love to hear if you've read any of those that I've showed today. Love to hear how your reading's going. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. So until next time, I hope we all stay safe and healthy. And as always, happy reading.